मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चेक में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड स्वागत है दोस्तों मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चैट में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चेक में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड स्वागत है दोस्तों मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चैट में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चेक में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड स्वागत है दोस्तों मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चैट में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड मोइनलाइव कीप इट गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चेक में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड स्वगार है दोस्तों मोइनलाइव पे गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल लाइक करो शेयर करो चैट में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बिजनेस साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड लाइव पे गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल है लाइक करो शेयर करो चैट में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई 808 बेस के साथ चले भाई स्क्वाड रेडी स्ट्रीम की राइड मोइनलाइव लेजेंड इनसाइड स्वगार है दोस्तों मोइनलाइव पे गेम स्टार्ट होने वाला है एनर्जी फुल लाइक करो शेयर करो चैट में आओ आज स्ट्रीम पे सबको मजा दिलाओ लाइट्स ऑन स्क्रीन पे वाइब है हाई
السلام عليكم. भाई साहब अब ये भाई सामने का टीम देखो यार कैसा है। अगर मेरे पास ऐसे बंदे होते भाई क्या बताऊं।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out across. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
I will thank you so much.
Yamal's oh, good effort! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Knocks it into space. Now it's Yamal. Marcelo does well to get it back. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with...
It's Pele! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
भाई जो भी नए बंदे हैं प्लीज चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करें। भाई सामने बहुत ही बड़ा बंदा है, फिर भी मैं इसको टक्कर दे रहा हूँ यार।
Caceres. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Marcelo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass is just off target. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! They scored! And we have liftoff! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him.
नाटक हो गया वही है।
Absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
First breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Dembele, he's through on goal here. Now, can they get... Can he finish? Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Totti. Van Bommel. Some really good ball movement. Looking to play him in. Van Dijk gets it clear. And we have our very first corner.
भाई मिस्टेक चलेगा एक गोल सेकंड गोल भी वो
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. He has found a way through. Dembele! It's fallen cleanly there. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring.
अरे भाई
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that
अंधे
the
भाई
keeper
मारता
should
हूँ
have
भाई
done
कम
a
बैक
better
करता हूँ
job.
3 गोल
Full stop.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. 3-0 and things are starting to look
भाई
awfully
का गाया
cozy.
देख भाई
Yeah, it's
क्या
all
बनना
happening
है
now.
Could be danger here. Oh, look, shot a goal! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That is a brilliant interception. That's put pay to the danger.
भाई साहब क्या भाई
Size
हुआ
really
या
matters,
क्या वो
and
भी
it's time to make
भाई
it matter
मिस
now.
गोया हो गया भाई इसके
Impressive job.
एक भी भाई एक भी गोल इन्हें प्लान करके या वो माइनस से नहीं मारेगा 100% शो है मुझे अभी भी स्क्रीन नहीं करेगा इन्हें
And he's lost his man here. Bale, it's Bale!
ये गोल को आई
Good
एक्सेप्टेड
finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
आई एक्सेप्टेड ये
It's
गोल
looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Donatoni. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Balten
वो
did
सब
well to
या
emerge with
मारिए
the ball.
चांस का
That's
तो
a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many
ये
bodies in the
टाइम
way.
अच्छा था इसका
Drives it in. Some resolute defending there. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Threads one in. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Chance for a shot!
ओह
Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just...
And that is indeed...
भाई बैट या खाए हुए हैं।
Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again. India not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Bale. Oh, right place, right time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Caceres. Caceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. It's a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Aos 9 minutos do segundo tempo
India
pelo
get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Marcelo. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, such a clever touch. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Corner number 2 then. And he can clear it away. Can he finish? Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
It's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through. Somewhat off target. He won't be happy with that one. Bullet has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
And the ball's done its job. They've got to be quick to recover this. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Marcelo simply refused to be outdone there. And he shoots! Oh, there was plenty on that.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Rice. And he plays one through. Shot goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He might... There's the shot! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Pele. Oh, he's burst through. Pele running with the ball. Is there a Pele? It's their second corner of the game. Muslia are looking to go forward now. He's got away. Pull it. Caceres kept his eye on it, and he's there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Yamal gets into a good position. Distributed tidily. Tries to pass it through. He can run onto that. Oh, what a mistake! And here's Donatoni. Donatoni tries to play it through. Skims one in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! Oh, good finish! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Guti, can he get it through? It's a pretty loose pass. Caceres. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Dijk attempts a clearance. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that will be the final act. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to
भाई
dish up a feast
साहब,
of it.
पहला मैच हार गया हूँ बट उम्मीद नहीं हारूंगा.
And we're underway.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, no joy this time. Van Bommel. Adams. Nicely weighted ball. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. And that's been intercepted. That's a throw. Tries to pass it through, and he shoots! Goal!
What a goal,
And
Mohammed Salah.
there is your opener. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Mohammed Salah.
So, a breakthrough already. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Odegaard. Good driving run. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shapes to shoot! Dahari finds himself offside. And this is Okazaki. Looking for the run. Decent chance!
Oh,
And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
15 minutes is number 10.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Chance! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Donatoni. That's going wide left. And a chance!
Oh,
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
India with the corner, they're first. Goa have the chance to go the other way. He has a look up. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. India have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Donatoni. Goa are looking to go forward now. And this is Mohammed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for a runner. Ferran Torres providing an outlet on that flank. Van Bommel.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice control. Quick look, then plays it in. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Caicedo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's very neat. And it's Rice. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Pinches it off him. And he's managed to gift it back. That's a cute ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this?
There will be 3 minutes
Totti.
added time.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Ignori did well to stay calm there. That is ended up in no man's land. Rice has created one goal already. Oh, good-looking ball. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Just a quick reminder today,
So there
please
was the first
refrain
half.
from parking
I've
outside
been left
this
almost
stadium.
breathless here,
Thank you
Peter.
very much
This
for your
is
cooperation.
frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So, into the second half.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they...
He's had a shot! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Marcus
And
Rashford.
he's done it again. He's got his second.
Marcus Rashford.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Totti. Rashford. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the shot! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Caceres. That has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Goa needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And beyond the defence, Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. Somewhat off target. That's an imaginative pass. He's through here. It's Dahani! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that'll be a goal kick. Oh, can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Ødegaard. That pass has been well intercepted. Gabriel. Rice. Now Van Bommel. And it's Totti. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution.
And he's lifted it over.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Ødegaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rashford. That's the keeper's ball. Threads one in. Ignori gets into a good position. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And this is Neymar. Rice. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a little off target. Not the most accurate pass. Good ball, good take. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substitution in progress.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
It's a pretty loose pass. This ended up in no man's land. No way through. Now it's Rashford. He has found the way through. Corner given.
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caceres looking to pass their way up the pitch. Caceres. Oh, that's well spotted. Rashford. Nice looking ball. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rashford has it out wide and in space. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! Dani Olmo. Ignori. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Dani Olmo. And he goes cross-field. Mohammed Salah. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he hit that sweetly. So, third corner of the game.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
A certain sixth sense. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Mohammed Salah goes for a shot! Guti, and Guti! And he hits the net! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
भाई टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास।
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Rashford.
Goa are able
Number
now to make their
7,
substitution. It's been on the
Odegaard.
cards for a few
Coming on the
moments now.
field, Number
India
22,
give themselves a chance
striker.
of a fairy tale
Number
finish.
14,
Well, who's under pressure
Zielinski.
now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's that. India did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. The
And
end of the
now,
game.
to all members of the crowd,
Reflections.
I'd
Well,
like
Peter,
to ask
this
you
was
to join
probably
me in
more
wishing our
slugfest than a-
birthday boy.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So straight into the action. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Alvarez! It's hit the upright. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Çalhanoğlu proves just a little bit too strong. Hazard. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Tries to play it through. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nagoya Grampus ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a pretty loose pass. Çalhanoğlu running with the ball, and he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Nagoya Grampus still without a single shot on target. That is good alertness. Pedri, great defending, strong and determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time.
He's had a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pedri. Rodri. Pedri. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Hazard. And the counter is on. And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Hazard. Just eases him off the ball. Tries a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bastoni. It's Ronaldinho. Fermin. Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Alvarez. Well, they could break here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Ronaldinho. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Alvarez. Greenwood. Here's Nico Gonzalez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Fermin powering forward here. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Opts to play it back. Pedri. And it's Kante. Now that looks a decent ball. Haaland. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. tries to cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And this is Kante. Pedri. He's in a great position here. Shoots! Off the post! And he's managed to get rid. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He whips in and a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Shevchenko finds himself offside. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Spread it left. Ronaldinho. That is great defending, so alert. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shevchenko.
There will be
Arsenal
1
have
minute
turned
added
up
time.
with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And here's Haaland. That's the end of the first 45. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Shot a goal! It's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And that really is so impressive.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Alvarez.
Pedri. Rodri.
Alvarez.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Hazard. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Hazard really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Nagoya Grampus with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bastoni tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hernandez crosses. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that might be...
Oh no, this does not look good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alvarez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's having a shot! Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Greenwood. Chiellini. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
The attendance for this match was
impressions so far, Jim?
Well, considering
60,810.
they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Alexander-Arnold drives forward on the overlap. He's picked his way through.
Nagoya Grampus really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking up. It's Hazard! There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Pedri. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Çalhanoğlu. And they win it back again. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Rodri ventures forward. He's rising! That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And this is Kante. And it's Pedri. Nagoya Grampus have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Shevchenko does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Spread out to the left. Aims beyond the defence. Back in possession and ready to go again. Chips it through.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that was asking for too much. Conte. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Now it's Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Gonzalez. Looking here to chip it through. Pedri. That's Dembele. He's through here. And he's certainly... He's one-on-one, surely! And the shot! And he's stuck it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely Peter
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! That was a given, it always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Nagoya Grampus give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Right. Great chance! And that's a good finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. There was no...
Oh, okay, nice, Mohammed.
Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Oh,
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
nice.
Goes for a shot. It's
Nice,
loose.
nice
Who's
try,
gonna get
nice
that?
try. My bad.
Right, stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
All hands on deck for this one. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly.
Bro, this
It's
is
just a verbal
my
warning.
third team. This is not my main team.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Pedri, we've gone backward here. That is lovely. Shapes to shoot! Off target by a whisker. 5 minutes to add. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Shevchenko picking up the Man of the Match award,
Please turn
and
your
no
attention
surprise
to the
there.
screen for information provided by the
What are
local
your thoughts
police.
on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
My football, no one, bro, because I believe in myself. So nowadays, no one. 1 second, bro. I will come. Please like and subscribe my channel. Who is what? CR7 self investment. Thanks so much. Big shout out to you, my brother. Bro, I'm in share market, so
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours, it
everybody,
might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. And he couldn't finish.
Well, I think the defence are probably going to come in for a rollicking after this, Peter. They got away with one there.
अबे भाई
Guardiola. And it's Van Dijk. It's Camavinga. Now he's got space here. No way through. Rodri. And here's Gordon. Fernandes. Koundé. Goes for the shot! A collective
Nam,
sigh
please,
of
big
relief from the
fan.
defence.
Toki, welcome to my stream. This is for you. Big shout out to you, my brother. On, yes, on, yes, off. Did you go to Dogba? No, bro, I have already Dogba, but I don't like in Dogba.
And it's
Once
Van
upon a
Dijk.
time in Dogba, but not now.
Here's Tchouaméni.
Now is Yamal.
Fernandes. Right, Shevchenko.
Yamini,
That's
Yamal,
going in strongly.
and
Danny Vivian. That's an imaginative pass.
Vinu.
Can he latch on to this? Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
भाई पहला शूट अच्छा था यार, नहीं गया गोल यार. फर्स्ट टाइम और बेस्ट ट्राई था. This is not training
Now
team.
it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely shaped ball. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. Guardiola. Saliba calmly anticipates. And this is Shevchenko.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a good one. He is shoots! So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi. Guardiola getting forward. Turns back here, probably the best option. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
That is a great pick out. That's good play. Messi has it out wide and in space. Very nicely done. And he's managed to get free. And now they can clear their lines. Fernandes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's through here. And he's had it nicked away. Played out to the left flank.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Munich really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's picked it up out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Palmer. And here's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. For Ferran Torres. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. That has been cut short. And the pass is intercepted. Guardiola. Palmer does well to get it back. Played with finesse. Brilliantly cut out. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rodri. Steaming on goalwards. Shevchenko. Can he get on the end of this? And that is a little undercooked. Donnarumma punts it upfield. He's played it back. Messi. Messi finding himself in space. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Hello
And we
attendees,
are
this
up to the
is a
break.
India
children's
really
announcement.
can be happy
Please
with the
keep
strong
your
finish
eye
to
on
the
your
half
children
and
during
have
the
no
match at
reason to
all
be
times.
upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he cuts out the supply. Gavi. Palmer. And here's the chance to counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
There's the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Alexander-Arnold to take it as usual. And it's hoisted clear. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. Now it's Ferran Torres. Camavinga. And it's Ronaldinho. Now they can break here. He has found the way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's shot a goal. He's delivered all right. Oh, he
He's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
The defender is not giving up on this. Threads one in. Donnarumma claims comfortable.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Ferran Torres under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. India really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Delivers the ball. It's travelling a long way. That's a throw. Rodri. And the return pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he's quick to return it. Camavinga. Ambitious ball here. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Palmer going forward. Fernandez gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vardiol. Vardiol making good progress. That is a brilliant interception.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Palmer. Coming on the field is number 2, Eduardo Camavinga.
What is this, bro? Number? Okay, my bro.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Danny Vivian. The ball's gone astray. And that's been won straight back. India could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And here's Gordon. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Camavinga. And Guardiol. Guardiol scooting forward. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rodri. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vitinha. Camavinga. Knocks it into space. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Gordon. Coming on the field.
Alexander-Arnold
Number
is
14.
short.
Number 21.
Alexander-Arnold. Quick look, then. Terrific effort! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals,
Hello,
unbearable,
everybody, and
sometimes
please join
unwatchable
me in
for
wishing
those
a happy
with a vested
wedding
interest.
anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Bro, नहीं आया bro तेरा. I will try 05741. You don't have this number, my brother. Okay. 05741.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Jordan Henderson. That looks a good ball through. He's picked his way through. They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. Pickford claims comfortably. Al Hilal are looking to go forward now. And here's Totti, nicely spread.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity.
Rice! No way through, so back it comes. Here comes the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. In with the challenge. Oh, easy pickings there. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Drogba, and he's picked out the run. Great, but real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's really well cleared. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Drogba. Totti. Totti gets on his bike and on the move. Chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Mohammed Salah. Good chance here! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Al Hilal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bellingham. Dahari. He's looking wide. Jordan Henderson. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out towards the flank. And that's aimed into the middle.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
McAllister is the team's great visionary. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. It's a good foot in there. Played down the flank. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played. Jordan Henderson. And he's intervened well there. Gabriel. Ignori. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Rice. Played out towards the right wing. The less said about that pass, the better. McAllister. And it's
There
Messi.
will be 1 minute added time.
Henderson. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Al-Hilal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Melbourne City are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Caceres. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And reclaimed it in a trice. McAllister looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Too close for comfort. Just about up to the hour now. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, can he get onto this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? That's a little off target. Oh, well measured. Not the most accurate pass. He is through here. And still, we await the first breakthrough. McAllister. Jordan Henderson. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Van Bommel. That's going wide left. Donatoni. Jordan Henderson. And he's in on goal. It's Totti! That was superb goalkeeping.
Totti is offering a right smile there.
Bellingham. Jordan Henderson. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Pickford attempts a clearance. Totti. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Rice.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
McAllister, played out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That was well seen too. Good clearance. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Ambitious ball here. And this is Totti. Mohammed Salah! Well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Al Hilal have taken the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially...
There's the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
McAllister, Henderson. Guti does well to get it back. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Melbourne City are down to 10 men. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Added time.
We are into overtime. Now it's Drogba. Oh no circumventing this opponent. And that is as far as it goes. Al Hilal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Al Hilal
And a
have
quick
done
reminder
it.
today to
They're
please
people
take
without
all
a
the
fingernail
bins
left
located
between
by
them
the
after
entrance
what
gate.
they have
Thank
just
you
witnessed.
very much for your
Well, I thought
cooperation.
only one team could win this, certainly.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's match. Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does come in using his strength in one-on-ones, and that change of direction he can deliver too.
He'll be looking for a goal or two.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Hernandez makes the interception. Oh, some astute defending there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Stood up well to him there. Zaire Emery.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's Hernandez. Danny Vivian. Greenwood. Looking for options for movement. De Bruyne. Rijkaard. And there's the shot! It's hit the upright. Rice. That's going to go a long way. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
This looks promising. Greenwood. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. And Serginho. DiMarco. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Kubo. And he's managed to get free. He's a sharp little ball here. Hoisted in. Tries a shot! Anderson.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Greenwood. He is through here. Tries one from range. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Shevchenko. Pulisic, who's wide and looking to get onto this. Terrific effort! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Shevchenko. Zaire Emery. Vicious ball here. Play for a goal kick.
Borussia Dortmund really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great, takes a shot! It's there! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
The goal scorer after 30 minutes is number 16, Berman.
Vissel Kobe have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Greenwood. Ferran Torres. And he welcomes it in. Ferran Torres! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vissel Kobe with the corner, there first. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Hakimi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Serginho. That pass isn't the best. Zaire Emery. Looking to play him in. Cleared without hesitation. Corner number 2 then. Hakimi getting this one clear. Hakimi. Now it's Ferran Torres. And the shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He'll try from distance! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Zaire Emery clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue,
There will
but
be 1
maybe there
minute
were
at a
better
time.
options for him there.
Now it's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vissel Kobe leading by 1 at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Vissel Kobe have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then. Vissel Kobe leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rice. Anderson. Into the channel. Greenwood in acres of space out wide. Pulisic. Serginho. That's going right the way across. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! It's a really well-measured ball. And the counter is on. Oh, delightful ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Dream chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Kubo with the clearance. Just eases him off the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Chance! And no mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Vissel Kobe are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Ferran Torres. He's in a great position here. He's got away.
He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Hakimi picks it up out wide. Anderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Serginho. And it's Kubo. And the through ball. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. Front-footed pressing going on here. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Fermin. That looks a decent ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Kubo. Coming on to replace him is number 22. Desiree Doué.
Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal, cleared without hesitation.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Corner count is rising.
Number 19,
That's 6.
Pulisic. Coming on
Hakimi
the field
with the short one.
is number 18, Rafinha. Substitution in progress.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That is good alertness. Now he's got space here. Vissel Kobe have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He's looking wide. And here's Rafinha. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Ferran Torres. Savinho gets into a good position. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? Played into the box.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a smashing touch to get him away. And that is well cleared. Rodgers. Played out wide. Rice. Rafinha. And Serginho. DiMarco. And it's Serginho. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Doué. Showing great feet there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Now it's Savinho. That's that, the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of Vinicius Junior, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
स्क्वाड के साथ आज मजा आया गेम और वाइब ने दिल जीत लिया नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम पे और धमाका होगा मोइनलाइव स्ट्रीम करके मैं अब फिनिश है ब्रो कभी मिलेंगे एंड टू से मी आई फ्लो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूल मोइनलाइव के सबसे कूल स्क्वाड के साथ आज मजा आया गेम और वाइब ने दिल जीत लिया नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम पे और धमाका होगा मोइनलाइव टी का वाइब सीन होगा स्क्वाड के साथ आज मजा आया गेम और वाइब ने दिल जीत लिया नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम पे और धमाका होगा मोइनलाइव का वाइब सीन होगा स्क्वाड के साथ